Before we continue our journey through the sock universe, let us remember one undeniable truth. Socks are not merely foot warmers. They are textile personalities packed with ambitions, grudges, dreams, and questionable elasticity. Once you open the drawer of destiny, you are no longer dealing with fabric. You are dealing with characters who believe they deserve a documentary film, a motivational soundtrack, and possibly a union. Today, we return to that drawer. Last time, we witnessed the dramatic lives of holiday socks and puppet socks. But now, the story expands. The drawer has more layers than a winter wardrobe, and more attitude than a fashion critic. Prepare yourself. The next chapter in this cotton-filled saga is about to unfold. The drawer of destiny did not open softly. It opened with the theatrical flair of a stage curtain about to reveal a cast that had been rehearsing their drama for months. Inside, the socks were not simply waiting, they were plotting. Their personalities had grown bolder, their alliances stranger, and their conflicts delightfully unnecessary. Pantyhose, for example, had upgraded its self-appointed title. No longer a mere textile CEO, it now considered itself the chief visionary of legwear futures. It paced across the drawer, offering strategic advice to anyone who would listen. "We must innovate," it said. "We must expand our influence beyond legs. Why not become scarves, gloves, a lifestyle brand?" The ankle socks exchanged exhausted glances. One muttered, "Next thing you know, it will want a TED Talk." Meanwhile, the toe sock guild had begun a full-scale philosophical retreat. They arranged themselves in a circle, each toe pouch pointed inward like a knitted council. "Unity begins with separation," they chanted. "Harmony begins with individual toes." A mismatched sock in the corner whispered, "This is how cult documentaries start," then quietly pretended to sleep. Compression socks, as expected, did not approve of this spiritual chaos. They formed a regimented enforcement unit, complete with color-coded rankings. Their leader, a particularly tight pair, addressed the drawer like a commander reviewing troops. "We operate on structure," it barked. "Order, circulation, efficiency." At this point, the fuzzy winter socks were trembling. Fuzziness and discipline rarely mix. The fishnet socks, of course, ignored all of this. They perched dramatically atop a stack of folded t-shirts, claiming the elevation improved their artistic aura. "We perform existence," one of them said, with a gesture that made absolutely no sense. "The world is our weave." Everyone else tried not to make eye contact. The sports socks attempted another intervention. They blew the contraband whistle again, but this time it just echoed awkwardly. That did not stop them. They launched into a motivational speech about teamwork, endurance, and finding your inner athlete, even though half the drawer had never seen a shoe in their life. The fuzzy socks cried quietly. The slipper sighed. Pantyhose clapped as if it were attending a corporate seminar. Then chaos reached its final, absurd crescendo. A pair of knee-high striped socks burst from the back, announcing themselves as the Forgotten Heroes. They had been stuck behind sweaters for months, and now carried the intensity of characters with an unfinished vengeance arc. They declared a quest to reclaim visibility. "Feet deserve flair," they shouted. "Color must rise again." Fishnet socks applauded dramatically. Pantyhose approved this visionary branding. Compression socks labeled them operationally unstable. And in the deepest corner, beneath a pile of neglected laundry, Something else stirred. Not a sock, not a slipper, something unidentified. By the end of that turbulent day, the drawer of destiny felt less like storage and more like a knitted battlefield of ambition and eccentricity. Every sock wanted something different. Every sock believed the universe needed its personal philosophy. And every sock had absolutely no idea what was awakening beneath the laundry pile, because that shadow, that shape, that quiet rustle, was it a sock that everyone had forgotten? A lone survivor of the washing machine? A legendary textile the drawer whispered about but never dared to confirm? Or was it something far stranger? The drawer held its breath. And now the real question is, when we open the drawer of destiny next time, are we ready for whatever is waiting inside?